Hello there guys, my name is Ben and today you're going to be watching some Black Ops 2 gameplay, but I'm going to be talking about Modern Warfare 4. And I really didn't want to be talking about Modern Warfare 4 so early in the Black Ops 2 life cycle, but it seems to be that it's kind of dominating the forums and the chats and the videos at the minute, so I thought I'd kind of do a little bit of a different video than what other people have been doing, which is covering all the information which we've got, which is basically nothing. That's all the information we've realistically got, is nothing. But I thought I'd make a video on what I'd like to see in Modern Warfare 4. You know, I'm going to link it to Tina Palacios, who is, of course, the new Robert Bowling, if you like. Just looks better, obviously. So I thought I'd just bring up my thoughts and ideas of how I think that Modern Warfare 4 could be made into the best Call of Duty yet. I'm always going to hold out hope for the new games because, you know, I'm an optimistic guy. What can I say? I want to see the game succeed. I want the game to be better than it's ever been, and I've got some thoughts to that end that I think could make the game absolutely incredible. So in Black Ops 2 we've got this Pick 10 system, which is great. I actually really like the Pick 10 system. It's probably one of the few things that are completely revolutionary about Black Ops 2, and it works so well. It just creates so much more variety in how things can be done in terms of class setups, but I think it could still be made just a little bit better. I mean, I'd love to see Modern Warfare 4 implement some kind of Pick 10 system or Pick 15 system, however they would choose to do it, but implement that kind of system into Modern Warfare 4. So I'd love to see that come in, but changing it ever so slightly. So instead of having perk tiers 1 through 3, just get rid of the whole perk tier thing. So you could potentially use, you know, Flak Jacket, Lightweight, and Ghost, for instance, and Blind Eye, if that's your thing. You can use them all out of that perk 1 slot that's currently a perk 1 slot. So you can just mix and match it as much as you feel. But I know then you're thinking, well, hell, you could be using Blind Eye and Ghost if you were to work on the Black Ops 2 premise. You'd be using kind of the really sucky, horrible ones in your class setup. But that kind of brings me on to the next thing. Just have everything so it can be countered. So in terms of, like, you've got UAV, counter UAV. You've got things like, that's the only thing I can think of. Yeah, that is the only example I can think of. But you have everything so it can be countered. So, for instance, if you've got someone who's wearing a Ghost class or an Assassin class from Modern Warfare 3, you can have a perk which is set up just to counter that. So like an anti-Ghost class or an anti-Assassin class. So that way, if you've got your UAV in the air, it doesn't matter if they're wearing this perk, you are still going to be able to see them. Just you, mind you, not your entire team. So it then doesn't become such an overpowering perk that's going to piss everyone off. It is perfectly counterable. I'm not sure that's a word. If it is, I don't think I'm actually pronouncing it correctly. So you can, like I say, you can have your Ghost perk, and then you've got your complete counter and your opposite for it. Someone could be wearing Blind Eye. You could be wearing an anti-Blind Eye class. So that way, your score streaks or kill streaks, whatever they're going to be called, can still find their targets. So again, it's something that can be countered, and that's the way that I think it should be going in terms of, you know, the countering side of things. Whether you guys agree or not, I don't know. Let me know, you know, your thoughts about each individual little topic in the comment section below, because, you know, with this game coming out, we've got our opportunity to, you know, make our suggestions and, you know, put our thoughts forward, and hopefully some of the good ideas can be implemented and we can help create what is potentially going to be the best Call of Duty ever. It's going to be the first one on the new system, so that provides so much more options in terms for the developers. They can use so much more information to put on the discs for us to have the best game ever. So the next thing I've got on my list is what if you don't want to use all of your perk slots? For instance, you know, and you don't want to use everything on your gun and all your perks. Let's say you've got, like, the current Pick 10 system. Let's say you've got 2 things left over that you're not really fussed about, so you can take them out, and you've got 2 potentially free things to be using. Why can't you add an extra score streak in? That'd be awesome. That'd be absolutely amazing. I could think of the great fun I could have running UAV, counter UAV, Hellstorm missile, and a lightning strike. I mean, that is a really powerful combination, especially if you were to couple the UAV and counter UAV with the anti-Ghost class, for instance, and it would work so well because it would then become massively powerful in your favour and could be really good. So the next thing I've got on there is like, what if you want to put a perk on your attack chopper so it gives it more health? So it would take maybe 3 missiles to take it down rather than 2, or maybe you want it to last a little bit longer in the air. Why not use a perk for that and kind of really make it so the options are just limitless and you can literally do whatever you want and how you want to do it. And I think that would be a really fun idea, to maybe add 20-30% on how long your score streaks stay in the air, or maybe add 20 or 30% to the health so it just lasts a little bit longer than what it could do if it was just going to be easily shot down. So the next thing I have on my list is probably not going to happen, but it's just something which I like the idea of, because it's one of the things that really does just piss me off. Having a separate playlist for snipers, so they can all just have fun sitting in the back of the maps and shoot each other all day long. So that way I don't have to worry about it. I think that was just a pipe dream more than anything else, and probably won't happen, but I just thought it would be a nice idea just to throw it out there. You guys who maybe use the snipers will completely disagree with me and probably enjoy shooting people like me just to hear me rage in the death chat, which is the other thing. I love death chat. That's something that's got to stay. That's brilliant, absolutely cracking idea. Next thing is the whole score-based matchmaking. Now, I hated it at first. I don't necessarily mind it now. I'd still probably rather play without it. That would certainly be my preference. I would rather have no skill-based matchmaking and just keep that separate for league play, which is the other thing that I'd love to see stay in, because I've spent a fair bit of time playing league play, and it is really, really good fun. I've really enjoyed playing it. It's a little bit more challenging to do so because you can still go and running your teams in league play even if you're in the solo league. So maybe that's something which could be changed slightly if it is brought back. So if you're playing in a solo league for an objective game type, so domination for instance, if you're playing solo, everyone else should be playing solo as well. So it's just how you gel with that team on any given game. But I'm not going to be talking much about league play because I know that's not one of the most favoured things in this game. And the other thing, of course, is lag. So I'm thinking that with the new game that's going to be coming out on the new generation of consoles, I'm hoping there's going to be a lot of things that can combat this. First and foremost is that the current generation of consoles aren't really built and designed for this super fast broadband that we have. I mean, I've run speed tests on both my PlayStation and my Xbox. I mean, the PlayStation runs a little bit better with my internet connection in terms of being able to utilise more of the speed, but it still runs at a fraction of what my PC can run and can handle that kind of information. So, with the new systems, it should be able to combat it. If you're running like I am, so I've got 100 megabyte download, 10 megabyte upload, and my Xbox is maybe utilising 4% of that. I literally get no more than about 5 megabyte download through the Xbox, which is really, really quite terrible. And I'd love to see it be able to, the new systems really be able to utilise, the broadband capacity that's out there, because let's face it, it's getting faster and faster. And I don't think Microsoft really expected it to go as quick as it can at the moment. I mean, these are old systems, so they're never going to be able to handle that kind of power and kind of transfer that kind of power. So maybe that's something which will kind of automatically change things in terms of lag, because you're going to be able to, everyone's going to be connected just a little bit quicker, or quite substantially quicker, if the Xbox can control 100 megabyte of download speed, which would be absolutely incredible. In terms of like game types and things, I've got a few ideas for perhaps new game types, but that's a really, really lengthy topic which I'll probably cover in a different video, because like I say, it is really, really long. I'll probably actually bring you an example of it using custom game modes, so you can kind of get a full idea of what those games would be like. Now, like I say, these are just my thoughts and ideas that I've just had. I was chatting with a mate of mine who came up with a couple of them as well. I think one of the ones he really agreed with was the separate playlist for the snipers, because they can all go fuck themselves, as far as I'm concerned. But yeah, so that's all my thoughts. Let me know in the comments below what you guys think and how you would like to see Modern Warfare 4 implemented in terms of like creating your class and score streaks, for instance, and just see if we can come up with what we would class as the best Call of Duty game to date. So that's what I've got time for, guys. I hope you've very much enjoyed. It's nice to be back talking on the microphone to you guys again, because it has been far too long, and I'll be bringing you the next video in the next few days. So take care and have a good day. Bye.